while since our last video, and we decided to have a coffee together and talk a little bit about some basics. And I was just thinking, in the era of the internet, we tend to believe that just by reading 2 or 3 articles, we already know enough about certain subjects.
Yeah, that's right. But the problem is that usually we don't have the criteria necessary to actually understand if the source is valid. Okay, so
Exactly.
it's a good thing that we're talking to you now, actually, because you have a degree in sports and movement science. So you do have the basics to show us and to explain to us how and what are the articles that we should follow and which are not, right?
Yeah, so this is what we are trying to do with this kind of videos that we post, just to give you some ideas and some basis, helping you reach the results as much as possible, and save you time, so that you not waste time with certain programs. But most importantly is to not end up harming yourself.
Because there is a risk actually to harm yourself as well. Yeah. On this line, actually, up to a certain point, I was absolutely sure that I knew how to distinguish a cardio exercise and a strength exercise, because it seems so basic, right? So clear. Up to the day that I asked you, where does the squat stand? Is it cardio or is it strength? And you said, well, it depends on who does it. Why is that?
Yeah, depends. The thing is, depends on the body's response on certain movements, on certain programs. Why not? So I think it's very, very important for us to understand what are the differences between strength training and cardio training.
Yeah.
So I would give just a brief definition of both of them. Yeah.
After this, in other videos, we can explain more detailed things. So if you want to, if this is one thing that interests you, you can just subscribe and push the notification bell, so you will be notified whenever you post, basically.
Yeah. So strength training is basically a resistance training, which is aimed to improve the body's performance. So we do this by strengthening the skeletal muscle.
Okay, so the skeletal muscle is the one that helps you move, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. So whenever you move, you use your skeletal muscle, basically, just to move. So your muscles are exercised by being worked against opposing forces.
Okay, so using weights, right?
Exactly. So using weights, using your own body, as well as using resistance bands.
Okay.
Yeah, so whenever
like elastics bands.
So whenever you have to exert force against something moving. Let's take an example. I just want to move this cup of coffee. So I have to apply a force. Strength training is basically a resistance training. Whenever you have to engage certain muscles with a decent amount of intensity. More than decent, I would say. So you have to engage well your muscles. On the other hand, the cardio training, well, the name explains itself. So you're challenging your cardiovascular system and respiratory system.
So it's not only the cardio
It's
part.
not only about cardio. So we think cardio, what is about heart and that's it? No, not only. So we have the heart, we have the blood vessel, that means the veins and the arteries, and the lungs.
So I wanted to understand now, what are the benefits for them? Why should we do one or the other, and which people should do one or the other training?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I would highly recommend to do a specific strength training whenever there is a bad posture.
Okay.
Whenever there is a lack of range of motion.
Okay.
So that means limited flexibility.
Okay.
And as well limited or weak, even better, weak stability of the body. Okay. So as you know, the most important area, and everybody's talking about core area. Okay. So there I would definitely go with the strength training in order to improve, first of all, the core area, and then we focus on the other areas.
So now I understand who should do strength. Okay. So who should do cardio?
Okay. So definitely with cardio it's more easier.
Okay.
So whenever we talk about light cardio, then everyone can do this.
Okay.
90% of them, they can definitely do it.
Okay.
But I would highly recommend cardio, starting with cardio for people who suffers from diabetes.
Okay.
Inflammations all over the body. What else? High triglycerides, high blood pressure in certain circumstances. And as well high cholesterol.
Okay.
Okay, so and obese people as well. So I would highly recommend cardio training
for weight loss.
Weight loss, fat loss. You wanna lose fat? Okay, start first with cardio. Light cardio, such as walking, jogging, swimming, if you know how to swim.
Okay, yeah, of course. If you don't know how to swim, it's a bit of a problem.
Take a PT.
So you're saying that for weight loss, the best thing to do is cardio, or you should integrate it somehow with a strength program?
Yes, so the best is to combine them.
Okay.
You start with light cardio and light strength. But like I said before, for certain cases, I would only start with cardio.
Okay.
Okay. So combining them, if you want to improve your overall condition. If you're a beginner and you want to improve your posture, but at the same time you want to improve your respiratory system, okay, and you want to run faster or just want to start to run, okay, you never ran before. So yeah, it's a good time to combine them.
Okay, perfect. So I remember that you were telling me also that a perfect body, so if your goal is to reach the perfect physical condition, you should be able to do both at the same level, basically.
Yes.
So if you're not very good at the cardio, you should do cardio until you reach the level that you do strength, and then go with both of them up to together, growing together.
Concentrate, then after a while concentrate 50-50, both of them. But definitely cardio at the beginning, it will give you an input.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, it will give you the base.
Okay, super. Now a delicate question.
Yeah.
Do you always need a personal trainer to train, or it's not really that necessary, or when is it necessary to actually have a personal trainer?
Amazing question. Okay, this
is
open...
me asking a personal trainer.
This is an open question. So this could open a lot of doors, a lot of windows. Let's say if you want to start with light cardio training, then definitely you don't need you don't need a personal trainer. Light cardio training you can definitely start by yourself, but just learn how to listen to your body. Okay, it's very, very important to get the feedback from the body and see what I need now. Do I need a break? Can I push a little bit more? So take it first of all gradually, take it gradually and be consistent. This is the way to reach results. Graduality and consistency.
But when do you definitely need a personal trainer? Do you think that at the beginning, when someone is just starting to get
yes.
fit, to just starting exercising,
okay,
do they need a personal trainer?
We are talking about cardio or both of them, doesn't matter.
Both of them.
Both of them. So definitely, if you want to do a moderate to high cardio, you need a personal trainer. As well as you want to start with the strength training, you really need the personal trainer, because it will be the personal trainer. It will be there first of all to motivate you to analyze your body. Okay, to analyze your body and to educate you how to perform better certain exercises. Because if you just start to do movements, well, it's not like will bring you results for sure.
You actually can get to harm yourself if you don't do some exercises that
you're gonna lose time. You can end up losing time, harming yourself and demoralizing yourself.
Yeah, because you actually see yourself getting worse instead of getting better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So definitely the personal trainer, there is a need of personal trainer. And the more problems you have with your own physical level, the more you need a qualified personal trainer. With more experience and knowledge.
Okay, so for example, one thing is me training that I don't have any big issues, so I can go walking and even training in a gym by myself, as long as I know how to correctly do the exercises.
Exactly.
Okay, but after a while, if I want to improve, I need anyway to get a personal trainer.
Definitely.
Instead, if someone has some physical issues, in that case, they definitely should take a personal trainer, right?
That's true.
Okay,
that's true.
so I also know that you need always a more qualified personal trainer, up to the point that maybe you have really serious issues, for example, diseases.
Exactly.
And in that case, not only you need a personal trainer, but your personal trainer needs to be in contact
with the doctor.
With your doctor.
Yeah, this is a thing that I noticed is not that common, exactly, and strong enough. So we, as personal trainers, we need to always be in contact with the doctors when there is when the client in need.
Is in need.
Exactly.
Okay, so in any case, no matter what, the personal trainer should ask you as a client for a medical history. They should know if there is any issue with you whatsoever, if you ever had an issue, even old injuries. They should be aware of these things, and a good personal trainer should ask you these things.
Yes, the personal trainer should be part of the health team. Okay. So they have to be in contact. The doctor, the personal trainer, the physiotherapist, and so on.
Depending on what the person needs.
on the issues. Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. I think we kind of touched everything.
Yeah.
Going back to the squat, just to give an idea. Is it just the squat that is an example of exercise that you can change depending on the person's reaction, or is it even a typically strength exercise like pull-ups?
Yeah, so there are plenty of exercises, and we tend to put them under certain categories. Okay, so let's say, well, when I do pull-ups, this is strength mostly. Well, not always, because if I would pick up an athlete, okay, and he's able to do 30 pull-ups. Well, this is not anymore a strength training. This is more towards cardio training. Because for him, doing 10 or 20 pull-ups is a warm-up or just a light cardio, especially for the upper area. Whereas a normal person who can do 10 to 12 pull-ups, well, certainly this is under strength training. Yes.
What about walking? Can you make walking, that is usually a cardio activity, can you make it strength?
Well, definitely. If I would pick up an obese people, let's say, I don't know, 120 to 150 kgs, and I would put him as not only on horizontal plane, but in an incline plane. Well, this will be very hard for him.
So this goes into the other.
Yeah, here it's a combination of hard cardio, which is going towards strength training for a specific area, especially for the legs.
Okay, I think we made it.